going on, everyone? My name is DeviB. Welcome back to another PTB overview of the Killer and the Survivor perks. Let's get straight into it. First of all, we've got Felix over here. He looks looking pretty slick. I like him. I like his stuff. So far, so good. Do a quick 12. Sweet. Alright, let's check what his perks are all about. Visionary. You're remarkably focused on your means of escape. You see generators' auras within 32 meters. Anytime a generator is completed, Visionary has a cooldown of 16 seconds. In my opinion, it's a good starter perk for sure. I think if you're brand new to the game, fantastic to pick up, but there are other alternatives, such as Bond. You can use Bond to see where your teammates are, if they're working on a generator, and it has a much more broader use to it. But nonetheless, great for starters. I like it. Desperate measures. You refuse to fail, even during your darkest hour. For each injured, hooked, or dying survivor, increase the speed of your healing and unhook actions by 14%. So if your 3 teammates as well as yourself is injured, that can stack up to 4 times. It's pretty nice. I like it. So if you're all in a pretty bad situation where everyone's injured, you don't know what to do, you're gonna get a nifty buff, and that also includes unhooking too. And unhooking at a very fast speed can come in clutch at times, more than you may think. Pretty damn cool. Built to last. You know how to get most out of your tools. Once per trial, a depleted item will refill 50% of its charges after 10 seconds. So if you wanted to be, that toxic flashlight guy, clicky, you finish it, and then boom, it recharges 50% of it back after 10 seconds. Well, you know what? You can keep doing it again. 50% of its value. Overall, I don't think these perks are that great. They definitely have some uses. Like I said, the starter ones for Visionary can be okay. This one has its purposes, but there are of course other alternatives, but still brings something nice to the table. Boom. That's it for the Survivor. Damn, he's looking fly. I like him. Alright, let's get straight into the Killer. The Blight. I'll show his face over here real quick. You won't see him properly just yet, but we'll check later. Alright, Dragon's Grip. After kicking a generator for the next 30 seconds, the first survivor that interacts with it will scream, revealing their location for 4 seconds and becoming afflicted with the exposed status effect for 60 seconds. Dragon's Grip cooldown has a cooldown of 80 seconds. If you don't know what exposed means, it means that when that survivor gets afflicted by that status effect, an M1 on that survivor who's afflicted by it will go down from full health down to the floor. What do I think on this perk? I think it can be fantastic on a lot of those M1 killers that don't have a lot of killing power. The cooldown could make it iffy, but then again, we'll have to see. We'll see how much use we can get out of it. I think it'll be cool. Hex Blood Favor. A hex that gains the entity's favor when blood is spilled. When a survivor is hit, pellets within 16 meters of your location are held in place by the entity for 15 seconds. These pellets cannot be pulled down. Hex Blood Favor has a cooldown of 40 seconds. Man, I never thought I'd see the day where we'd actually have a perk that would, pretty much prevent people, survivors from putting down the pellets. I think it has an amazing use out of it for sure. Save the Best for Last combined with this could make it pretty damn deadly, because 16 minutes isn't a whole lot. But you better make sure your ass is out of there if you're a survivor. Hex Undying. A hex which maintains the vile powers that flow throughout the trial. While Hex Undying is active, survivors within 2 meters of any totem have their aura revealed for 6 seconds. That's pretty fantastic. When another Hex totem is cleansed, that Hex transfers to an available dull totem, losing any tokens in the process. Man, this is where it gets a little bit spicy. So pretty much, the survivor is next to the totem, their aura will get revealed for 6 seconds. That's cool on its own. But then what's even more amazing about this is, if a totem that is not Hex Undying, and is, let's say, Hex Ruin or Devour Hope or Haunted Ground even, if that gets cleansed, that perk will actually not get destroyed, but it will transfer over to another dull totem, if there is one available left on the map, if it hasn't been cleansed already. So your Hex Ruin can get it a second chance, as long as this perk does not get cleansed, as long as Undying doesn't get removed. Haunted Ground could also mean that if Haunted Ground pops, they get affected by for 60 seconds, and then that totem will actually transfer to another totem, so you can even end up getting 2 Haunted Ground values in one game. Devour Hope, it does say that the tokens will get reset, so if you're on like 3 stacks of Devour Hope and it gets cleansed, it will remain in the game, it will transfer over to a new dull, but it will go back to 0 stacks. Otherwise that could probably be a bit too OP. But wow, definitely the killer ones definitely bring some spicy things into the table, and I'm super excited to use them. Alright, let's get to his juicy part, the power. Blighted Corruption. Pustula Serum courses through his veins, corrupting his mind and body, yet granting him unnatural physical abilities. Special ability, Rush. Press the power button to quickly rush forward. Doing so consumes a Rush token. While performing Rush, the Blight cannot launch an attack. Rush into a wall or obstacle in the environment to slam onto them. If the Rush fails to connect with the wall or obstacle, or if the Blight is out of Rush tokens, he will enter a short fatigue state and begin recharging the tokens. Now, the follow-up on this is basically Lethal Rush. Following a slam, press the power button to launch a Lethal Rush. Doing so consumes a Rush token. A Lethal Rush behaves the same as a Rush, except that the Blight may launch an attack by pressing the attack button. So pretty much, think of yourself as pressing the button, you go into a bit of a sprint phase, you slam into a wall, you have a brief moment where you can activate it again to consume a token, just like how the nurse has a brief blink window. Then you can run at another fast speed again whilst you've consumed the token, and then bump into another wall, and whenever you choose to actually attack, you bump into a wall, press the attack button, you go into a quick sprint, and then you can attack. Each time you do slam into one and then you proceed with another action, it will consume a token, so make sure you've got those tokens available. But if you don't, you will enter a fatigue. I'm pretty sure he will inject the Blight into him to recharge. It's a very, very, very interesting concept, and I wanna see it in action when we go live later today. It's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be crazy. A guy that pretty much just uses these objects and walls in the environment to maneuver around the map, essentially, because you can just even use it for mobility, where you can just bump, get a huge speed bonus, boom, bump, do it again, rinse and repeat. And you can also use it for attacking. So if you're pretty damn good at it, you can go around walls, curve around walls with the insane speed and then attack people. I will have to test it out when we get the chance. Alright, just to quickly show you guys how this character does look. Diggity damn. He looks pretty fucked up, but fucked up is what we like. And he's pretty angry. Why are you mad, bro? Nice. Alright, well, I'm pretty sure that covers most of the stuff. It is the perks and the powers. But yeah, to get more in depth, we'll be going later today. We'll go live with the PTB, hopefully, showcase, and we'll suss things out a little bit more. Alright, look after yourselves, guys. Make sure all the info is on the bottom if you want to, check out all the stuff. Look after yourselves. Take it easy.